Pronti?
Yeah, the Conference of the Absent really tries to break routine of producing theater, and especially about touring theater. Normally a big production is being produced at one place, and then you pack everything in boxes, and the team and the protagonist, and then you tour it to place Z. This parcel we wanted to unpack in a way, and we said, wouldn't it be beautiful if we don't send material and people, but just knowledge. That's why we said it's the Conference of the Absent. Everybody should be absent, but take under responsibility the local team as well as the audience. So that was a bit the what if dream that we had. And then with many tryouts, we developed a story that has a narrator, a voice that you hear in the local language, that invites audience to step on stage and to take this responsibility and say, okay, yes, it actually matters that I'm here and that I take over, because if not, the show is actually finished. Every show is totally different. Like so far, we've been touring it to Serbia and to Spain, and Italy is a third foreign country that we are touring it to. Yesterday, at least, it was really interesting to see that the first parts, like who actually felt they should volunteer, those were middle-aged male, and then only like in the second half of the play, some younger women volunteered, and it was a very interesting reflection.
1.5 years ago, Stefan Kegi of Rimini Protokoll did a tryout, or conducted a workshop here in Rome at the very space of Matatoio. The place itself as a center for theater, for performance, for many types of workshops, many things come together and it's a place for, it's somehow a stage for society, Matatoio, with a very specific past. So I think it's the right place to do there. My colleague Antonella and I were present at the final rehearsal or final performance, and so it was the first time this type of theater was tried out. Yeah, and I thought it was amazing. It was evident for me it works, this principle, and then we talked with Rimini and said, that's really interesting. Not only for reasons for sustainability, that too many people travel for doing these kinds of tours for theaters, but also COVID was just beginning. It was in February last year, and we thought, well, the borders are closing. How to continue? How can we represent characters somewhere else other than on a screen? Really something is happening. Somebody embodies another character. Well, I thought we should see if we can collaborate on a larger scale, and then we really succeeded to find more partners. So it travels really to 6 European capitals. I think I would love to be present in Paris, in Lisbon, in Brussels, to see how audiences react in different ways. And I think we should experiment much more in theater. So if you see a lot of theater, there's a lot of the same.
Yeah, that's true.
And this is not the same.
Un grande piacere essere subito qui finalmente nel risultato finale di un processo, quello della ricerca sullo spettacolo La Conferenza degli Assenti, che per noi in questo luogo è iniziata durante il Master in Arti Performative e Spazi Comunitari, in cui il docente Stefan Caeghi, uno degli autori dello spettacolo di Rimini Protokoll, ha portato avanti con gli studenti del Master e le studentesse del Master una ricerca appunto sul tema della Conferenza degli Assenti. Cosa positiva e bella è stata anche che è nata una sinergia insieme al Goethe-Institut durante questa occasione, perché abbiamo avuto la possibilità, prima della chiusura della pandemia, di mostrare al pubblico e di condividere con un pubblico la fase iniziale di lavoro con gli studenti su questo tema. Abbiamo quindi messo in scena, grazie a Stefan e insieme alle ragazze e ai ragazzi, delle possibili iniziali piccole presentazioni performative di quella che poi è stata una ricerca che la compagnia ha portato avanti e che ci porta oggi a vedere il risultato finale.
I'm very curious what will happen today in the workshop. I think it was a very interesting debate at first, and now it's about them making experience more with a more very practical side. So I think it's a good way to rewind a little bit the clock. So that's how we started, like to do all this rough tryouts and workshops. And now to do it again, but we found an answer and a final result, but it could be any, like it could be totally different, and hopefully the group invents something different.
Dopo Roma, la conferenza degli assenti si trasferisce a Venezia nell'ambito di Performing Architecture, Biennale d'Architettura di Venezia al Padiglione Tedesco, 20 e 21 novembre. Non mancate!